Hi everyone, welcome back to my crochet series. In today's tutorial, we're learning one of the most popular stitches in crochet, the double crochet, or DC for short. This stitch is taller than the single crochet and adds a beautiful texture to your projects. Whether you're making scarves, blankets, or more, the double crochet will be your go-to stitch. So grab your yarn and hook and let's get started. For this tutorial, you'll need a crochet hook. I am using a 5mm hook, medium weight yarn, but feel free to use what you're comfortable with. I am using Bernat blanket size 6 chunky. I've noticed for me, it's always been easier to learn on chunkier yarn rather than smaller, but you use what's comfortable to you. Scissors for trimming, and a yarn needle for weaving in the ends. So starting off from last video, we did the foundation chain, we learned chaining, and we learned single crochets. So if you're following along, chain 12 stitches for practice, but you can make yours longer if you like. I have already done so. And if you need a refresher on how to make a foundation chain, check out my first tutorial where I explain it step by step. Now that you have your chain and your single crochets, let's learn the double crochet stitch. First, we're going to yarn over our hook. This means wrapping the yarn around the hook from back to front. Then we're going to go and insert our hook into the first stitch right here. Yarn over again, pull through the chain. You should now have 3 hoops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. 1, 2. Now you have 2 loops left on your hook. Yarn over one last time and pull through the 2 remaining loops. This is your first double crochet. It's a bit taller than a single crochet and gives you more coverage and less time. Let's keep going across the row. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the next chain, repeat the same steps. We're going to yarn over, pull through. We have 3 loops, 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, 1, 2. We have 2 loops on our hook. Going to yarn over again and pull through both loops. Now we have 2 double crochet stitches. We're going to work 1 double crochet into each chain until we've reached the end of the row. So we're going to do it again. Going to yarn over, insert our hook into the stitch, pull the yarn through. We have 1, 2, 3 loops. Yarn over, pull through 1 loop, 2 loops, yarn over again, and pull through these 2 loops. So now we have 1, 2, 3 double crochet stitches. Let's continue on. I'm going to yarn over, insert our hook into the stitch, pull the yarn through, 1, 2, 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over again, pull through the last 2 loops. And now we're just going to keep going down the chain. Yarn over, insert our hook, pull through 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops in your hook. Three loops, yarn over, 1, 2, yarn over, and pull through the last 2 loops. Going to continue down. Now that we're at the end of our row, we should have 11 double crochet stitches. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. What we're going to do now is what we had learned last week. We're going to chain 1, turn our project over, and we're going to practice another round of the double crochet. So once again, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the first stitch right here, pull the yarn through. We have 3 loops on our hook, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, pull through 2 loops. We have 2 remaining loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over again and pull through the remaining last 2 loops in your hook. So that's 1 double crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last double crochet stitch for this row. Going to yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 remaining loops. Once you've practiced a few rows and you're happy with your work, it's now time to finish off. So once we reach the end of the row, we will not chain 1. We will take our hook out. We're going to cut a 6-inch tail. We're going to pull the yarn through to fasten off. And then we will use our yarn needle to weave in the loose ends for a clean finish. So if you did want to continue with your project, what you would do is you would repeat what we did in the last video, and we would chain 1. We would turn our project and continue down the row, chain 1 again, turn our project and continue back down. So just like in the last video, I am only going through the front of these loops. So when you turn the project over, you don't see the needle come through at all. And I like to keep my ends in the middle. So I'm going to pull this through. And then I like to go back and forth in a zigzag motion. I've noticed my ends stay in better when I do it that way. And I pull through. And once again, going through the front loops only. And you can continue down until your yarn is a bit smaller. I normally go 1, 2, 3, and then I cut my yarn. And then I'm just able to go and push this little strand of yarn into the middle of the hole. And then if not, I can go and take my yarn needle and push it in like so. And then next, I will also weave in this end the same exact way. And that's it. You've learned the double crochet stitch. This versatile stitch is a fantastic addition to your crochet toolkit, and it opens the doors to so many new projects. Keep practicing, and you'll soon be ready to tackle bigger and more exciting patterns. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please tag me in my Instagram below. I can't wait to see what you create, and happy crocheting.